Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Glory Hunter Challenge, where I am going to take control of a Wonderkid's career and aim to win the Glory Hunter Challenge over the course of 15 years. I know normally it's 20 years, but as I'm controlling their movements and I can move them wherever I want, with one little caveat, I figured I'd make it a little bit more difficult and strip back the timeline. Let's get into it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Raffaele Ricciardi, an Italian who we have made in the game. He has got 145 current ability, 188 potential ability, and of course, for those of you who are familiar with the Glory Hunter Challenge, you'll know the parameters for this, but those of you who are not familiar, the Glory Hunter Challenge is as follows. You have to win the top league and the top domestic cup in each of the top 5 leagues. That is Italy, Spain, France, England, and Germany. Not only that, though, you have to win all 3 domestic European Cup competitions. So the Conference League, the Europa League, and the Champions League. Now, of course, usually this is undertaken when you're the manager and you go around hopping around the leagues as the manager. Well, today, as we are controlling Raffaele Ricciardi's career, he has also got to try and win the Ballon d'Or inside those 15 years. A hell of a tall ask, but the other little caveat we've got is he cannot, and I repeat, he cannot be transferred to a club who has a first choice striker better than him. If they played 2 up top, that's a grey area and we might allow it in certain circumstances. But for example, we've started him out, we have come to Atalanta, who are actually in the Europa League. So we're hoping in this first season, we can maybe tick off the tricky Europa League. And as you can see, he's at 145. Gianluca Scamacca is at 143. Whereas if we wanted, hypothetically, to go to AC Milan, we literally couldn't, because Olivier Giroud is at 156. In terms of transfer fees, he will go for free every single time. I'm not messing around with transfer fees. That would be far too difficult to police, which is why I've put those other restrictions in place. This is going to hopefully be a bit of a fun one, and let's hope he can crack on and win some trophies. He's going to move around a hell of a lot, which is why I've given him 20 adaptability for his personality. He's also got very good professionalism. I'm not sure why I've put loyalty up that high, to be honest. His ambition's good, because of course he wants to win all 5 top leagues and domestic cups, as well as all the 3 international cups. Also in Glory Hunter, yes, one of the parameters usually is international football, and sometimes some people remove that because international management is rubbish. Well, not today, Pedro, because we have got Raffaele Ricciardi, who is Italian, and the goal will be to win the Euros and the World Cup as well. So it's very, very difficult for him. He's got to win bloody everything. Without further ado, let's go through to the end of the first season and see how he did with Atalanta. Okay, instantly he's up at 165. He's at 165, but he's not had the best of seasons. Just the 14 goals in 30 games. Continental, though, 7 goals in 14. Is that going to be enough? Is that going to be enough? Well, straight away, we see they finished 9th in Serie A, and they've not qualified for the Champions League. So, instantly, we haven't won the Europa League. We can see that straight off the bat. Inter Milan have won the Italian League, but we're now up at 165, so we can actually move to some better teams. But do we want to try and tick off the Conference League or the Europa League first? Now, of course, we're not in any European competition with Atalanta. We've just finished 9th. So we're going to leave. We're going to leave straight away. We are definitely going to leave. So how's France looking? Lyon, Lille and Monaco are options. Kind of like the idea of Monaco. Italy we've been at. The Bundesliga. Frankfurt, Stuttgart and Hoffenheim, not really interesting to me. Sociedad, Villarreal and Getafe, also not that appealing. So it's looking like Monaco. Ooh. Now, as a Man United fan, I feel this could be a brilliant move. It would work, but are Man United going to get Champions League football by finishing 5th? Newcastle have obviously won the Europa League. Maybe we should have started at Newcastle. Or do we go Aston Villa? I think Man United are going to get Champions League football. Unai Emery's in charge of Villa. Who have they got? They've got some decent players with good bits of potential. Yeah. Yes. I think Aston Villa might be the team to go to. I do want to go to United, but I feel like they're going to get into the Champions League, and I feel it's going to be too soon. We're almost certainly going to come to United for a spell. Better believe it. But for now, let's go to Aston Villa. In terms of Atalanta, how did we do? We actually lost. Oh, we're in the Conference League. I thought we were in the Europa League. Oh, of course, it's the group stages in the original Europa League, and we finished third in the Europa League. So maybe I would have realised this if I'd have come back in January, and I could have moved on then, jumped ship. But then we went into the Conference League, and we actually lost in the final. That could have ticked that off. Oh, that's disappointing. That is disappointing. Well, now we're going into the different Champions League format, which means we do not qualify for a lesser tournament if we do quite badly in the better tournament. So the tournament we're in is the tournament we're in going forward. We're at Aston Villa. That move's already happened. So we go to January then. See how we're doing with Villa. Right, okay. 175. He's improved another 10 attribute points. He's got 9 in 20 for Aston Villa so far. He's also been capped by Italy. We'll go and double check on Italy in a moment. I don't know if he'd have played in the original Euros. First cap and goal against Spain on the 8th of the 6th, 2024. Yeah, that would have been in the Euros or the World Cup. No, the Euros. Euro 2024, wasn't it? Lost to Spain. That was his debut. No, it wasn't. Oh, it was in the group. Oh, it was friendly. Oh, there you go. Friendly against Spain. He scored in a 1-1 draw. Then he lost 3-2 in the second round. Okay. He's now classed as a key player. Look at that. Already a key player for Italy. There he is. 175. Nearly at his potential ability. Of course, this means we can't go to teams like PSG and Man City and cheese it because Erling Haaland and Mbappe are better than 188, which is why I've chosen something in the 180s. But I wanted high 180s in order to give him the opportunity to win that Ballon d'Or. I didn't want to handcuff him too much and make it too difficult because otherwise it'd just be a failure. Because we've already taken 5 years off him, of course. Right, Aston Villa, where are we? We are 5th in the Premier League. And doing quite nicely. Manchester United doing terribly. Maybe it was a good decision not to go to Manchester United. Did they get Champions League football? Look at that. Matthias Dahm in charge. His brother has just become the manager of England. Don't you know? Thomas Tuchel. Yeah, you get the joke, don't you? Yeah, so United are in the Champions League and doing very well. And doing very well indeed. Speaking of doing very well, we are 5th in the league and our player 9 in 20 is not amazing, but we're in the Carabao Cup semi-final at the moment. We've got Arsenal in the second leg at 1-1 draw. We are currently 3rd in the table. We have lost a Europa League tie to Marseille, but we have beaten Sturm Graz, Monaco, Frankfurt, Slovan Bratislava and Victoria Pilsen. With Monaco and Frankfurt, Frankfurt weren't really an option, but Monaco were very, very much an option. Were considered going. The thing is with only 15 years now, we haven't really got the time. We do really need to tick a couple of seasons off very, very quickly. We've already wasted the first one in Italy. I'm feeling like Germany and France. Germany's going to have to be a Bayern Munich, 1 season wonder, two max. I'm feeling we wait till Mbappe goes to Saudi, leaves or retires, and then we go to PSG. Those are 2 of the options that we've got at our disposal. But for now, we're at Aston Villa. Can we tick off the Europa League? And can we get a domestic cup, maybe? I mean, we don't need the Carabao Cup, but hey, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? So, the FA Cup is still... Is it? Where's the FA Cup? Oh, we're already out of the FA Cup. So the only thing we're playing for this season now is the Europa League. So come on, Villa, let's go to the end of the season. Oh, he's wanted by Barcelona. Now, what happens if he just goes to a random team? We will allow transfers to go ahead, unless... he's already completed that league. Now, Barcelona at 175 with his current ability, would he get into the Barcelona team? Could he move to Barcelona? He actually could. It looks like Robert Lewandowski's left. Has he retired? No, he went to Al Nassr. So they do need a striker. You have just won the league though, Barcelona. Anyway, let's have a look at the Premier Division. How have we done in the Premier League? Aston Villa qualifying in... Aston Villa finished 6th. Look at that. United in 7th. Burnley in 8th getting Conference League football. Now we're 6th and we've qualified for the Europa League, which means I don't think we haven't won the Europa League, have we? Lost in the quarterfinals to Porto. Okay, that's disappointing. That is disappointing. Now he has won the Golden Boot. He has won that Golden Boot, 19 goals. So he's had a great finish to the season. Finished ahead of Son, well, level with Son and ahead of Erling Haaland. But there is absolutely no way that Manchester United are going to get Champions League football from 7th because they haven't won the Europa League. They're not in the final of the Champions League, almost certainly. No, they're not. They lost in the quarterfinals to PSG. Is Mbappe still there? Yes, he is. There he is, 197. Okay. Do we go to Manchester United? Do we make that move now across England to Manchester United? I feel with Manchester United, we've got a much better chance of winning the Europa League than Villa. They've got a stronger squad than Aston Villa. I mean, you've got Harry Maguire at the back. Brilliant. No, you've got some good players. You've got Martinez, I need to get the data update, don't I? I need to get the data update so we've got all the new signings as well. That's something I need to do between now and the next videos. Got a couple of things already simulated, but I will go and get that for some of the future videos coming up. What have we got here? We've got Bruno Fernandes, of course. I mean, Anthony's... Nah. Jadon Sancho's still here. We've got Barbosa. João Felix is here on loan. Is he optional fee, £54 million? I'll be honest with you, I don't think he's probably worth 54 million. I'll save you some money and give you a striker. Garnacho, Højlund. Yeah, I mean, Mason Mount's a great player as well. We've got some good players here. We've got Charles Geertruida, £64 million from Feyenoord. Yeah, I think we're going to move to Manchester United. Sod it. Sorry, Barca. We're going United. I wanted to do it before. I wanted to do it last season, but I thought they were going to get Champions League football. And they did. So was it a good idea to go to Villa? Well, no. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. It was a wasted season. 2 seasons down, we've won sod all. Let's go and... I'm going to come back in January again. It was at 183 out of 188. He got 16 in 20. Oh, sorry, it's only January. God, 16 and 20. He's having an absolutely storming season. He got 19 in 33 last time. Premier Division. Oh my God, we are top of the league. We are top of the league. Said we are top of the league. He's flying. Garnacho's on equal second in top goal scorers with 12. We've got Darwin Núñez, who's in and amongst it. We've got Rafael Riccardi on 16 goals. 4 points clear of Manchester City on Manchester United here halfway through the season. Absolutely brilliant scenes here. Stoke City having an absolute shambles of a time. 4 points so far. We'll check in on them. I bet they go down. Here's a challenge for you. Bottom at Christmas-ish. Take this save game. I'll send it across if you want it. Stoke. Take over as Stoke. Okay, so it's looking quite promising so far. Thomas Tuchel as well in charge, of course. He's not a bad manager, in my opinion. Right, the Europa League. Well, we've played 6-1-6 in the Europa League, which means we are qualified for at least a playoff place. We will almost certainly be in the top 8. So we will be going through to the knockout stages and getting a bye in that first round. The FA Cup third round, we've got a replay against Preston. Bloody hell. Right. Well, we're still in the Europa League. We're top of the Premier League, which is unexpected. And we're still in the FA Cup. We're on for a bit of a treble. We could be really cleaning up a bit of England here. We actually could finish England because we could win the Champions League elsewhere. So let's go to the end of the season. Right, he's at 187 out of 188. And he got 29 in 36. A phenomenal return. He only got 6 in 13 in the continental competition. So I'm not... Oh, and he only got 1 in 5 in cup competition. So we've probably won sod all. Oh, we fell away, didn't we? Look at Man City winning by 13 points. We were 4 points clear after 21 games. I mean, he's won the Golden Boot by an absolute landslide. 29 goals to Darwin Núñez and João Pedro 17. He's really carried on his form. But I've got to say, it's a little bit sad that we didn't do much in the Premier League. The Europa League then, Man United, he beat his former club, Atalanta, and then he beat Sevilla to get to the semi-finals. And in the semis, they lost to Sporting. He did score a penalty against Atalanta. He did score a goal. But also against his former club. He didn't score against his former club this time in the FA Cup final, but they did beat Aston Villa 2-0. So we're going to tick off the FA Cup. Okay, so the FA Cup is ticked off. Ding. Do we stay? Do we stay? I mean, Real Madrid have just won the Champions League 2 seasons in a row, but they've actually come runner-up in the Spanish League. Do we go to Real Madrid? They're playing 2 up top. Vinny Jr. I wouldn't even class him really as a striker. I would class him as a winger, but he is playing up front at the moment. He could certainly play up front. That's why he's playing up front, because Ancelotti plays a diamond. I think we might go to Real Madrid, you know. We've got the FA Cup. I'm feeling like I don't think we're going to win the league with Man United next season. I think we're too far away. We're not going to win the Champions League, and the FA Cup's done. I think we come back to the Premier League in the future. But for now, let's go to Real Madrid. Here we are. We are in January. He's got 13 in 16 so far. We've not even checked in on the bloody Euros. We should have, the World Cup. We should have checked in for Italy on the World Cup. We'll come back and we'll do the Euros and the World Cup at the end of next season or the season after. Yes, we'll do that. Manchester United, yeah. So he went to Real Madrid and they are currently 7 points clear. Now, we've been here before halfway through the season, lest we forget. And he's second in the top goal scorers charts behind Vinicius Jr. They're doing very well, our Real Madrid. He's got 6 assists as well. So he's really, really playing well. He's third best player in the league. How are we doing in the Champions League? Surely we're doing pretty well. We're only 6th. A draw and a defeat. Look, drew to Villarreal, lost to Dortmund. We have got a playoff place secured though, so we are going in through to the knockout stages. And the Spanish Cup, as won the Super Cup. Oh, the Spanish Cup, we've not even started the Spanish Cup yet. Okay, let's go to the end of the season. We've got to win something here. If we don't win anything here, we are going to be 4 years in with an FA Cup, and that'd be bad, wouldn't it? That would be bad. Okay, so how did he do this season? He got 22 in 34, so not the best of seasons. Could be better. Could be better. But there goes the Spanish League. We have ticked off the Spanish League. Have a bit of that then. There we go. Bang. The Spanish League has been ticked off. Oh, and not only that, we've only got to win the Spanish Cup in extra time. So, we didn't score in the Spanish Cup final. However, we've got the Spanish Cup. So that's La Liga and the Spanish Cup. And it's the 3rd Champions League in a row. Vinicius Jr. with a hat-trick, but Rafael Riccardi with man of the match. 2 assists, and he played better than Vinny Jr., who got a hat-trick, but an 8.1. How badly did Vinicius Jr. play apart from the goals? But that doesn't matter. What a season. The treble for Real Madrid. And we've not only ticked off Spain, but we have ticked off the bloody Champions League. God, I couldn't get my words out then. Right. Oh, so we needed that. 4 seasons in. And we've actually started to win some trophies. We've got a hell of a long way to go, though. So where do we go now? Spain, it's been nice, but we're off. So where are we going? Newcastle is an option to go and try and chase this Europa League. Manchester United without us. 3 points behind City. Maybe we could have won the Premier League. Do we go back to United? I think we might leave England for the minute. Italy. We do still need to go back to Italy. Do we go Germany and try and get Germany out of the way with Bayern Munich? Can we go to Bayern Munich? Well, they're playing 2 up top, and Harry Kane's at 170. Matis Tell is at 165. We certainly can go to Bayern Munich, and I think we're going to. Moises Caicedo's there as well. Yeah. They got a good side. I think you got Kai Havertz signed in for £48 million. Yeah. I think Bayern Munich's the safe bet here to try and tick Germany off. Germany and Spain in consecutive seasons to be ticked off would be fantastic. So season 5 is going to be at Bayern Munich. Oh, have a word. 26 in 29. You better believe he's top goal scorer, and you better believe we've won the German league. Only by 7 points, though. But we have won the German league. Have we won the cup? Oh, we have. Oh, we have. But bloody hell. Penalties. We needed penalties to do it. Riccardi did score a penalty. Harry Kane in the 3rd minute opening the scoring. Then Christian Nokvi Hlinson with the equaliser in the 70th minute for Freiburg. But we have won, which means Germany is now ticked off. Who won the Champions League? It was Barcelona after extra time beating Arsenal. Interesting. Okay. Well, where next then? Chelsea have just won the FA Cup. Oh no. Oh no, Newcastle won the Europa League. Oh, maybe we should have gone to Newcastle. Oh, maybe we should have gone to Newcastle. Bollocks. Xabi Alonso's in charge as well. Now, do we chase this Europa League? Spurs. Big Ange. What's the Spurs squad saying? I'm not feeling Spurs. Got Kobbie Mainoo. No, I'm really not feeling Spurs, to be honest. We'd get in the team. You better believe we get in the team. Spain's done, so there's no need to go back to Spain. Unless we were really going to double down on the Europa League and go to somewhere like Villarreal. But I don't think that's going to be the one. I don't think that's going to be the one. We go back to Atalanta, Lazio. And I feel if we went to Italy, I think we'd have to go to one of the big teams. Do we go to Milan? Do we go to Juve? Bundesliga. We're here now. We'll tick that off. PSG are the team to be in France. Do they still have Mbappe? They do still have Mbappe. He's playing on the left, but he can play up front, and he has been playing up front for them. We're not doing it while he's there. That's the rule. We're not going to PSG until Mbappe leaves or retires. I'm thinking Juve. Who won the Italian Cup? Graham Potter's in charge of Juve. Inter have won the Cup against Juve in the final. Almost a double. Almost a double for Juve. Maybe with one of the best strikers in the world, we could go and do it. Shall we go? Should we go to Juve? Don't know who I'm asking. This is not live. Oh, 29 in 36 for Juventus. We're going to go back and look at international tournaments as well. We've got a couple of tournaments to look at. We've got the 26 World Cup and the 28 Euros. But first, it's Serie A. 4 points we've won it by, beating AC Milan. Riccardi, top goal scorer once again. How do we do in the Cup? We didn't win it. Napoli won it ahead of Atalanta. Atalanta won the Europa League. They didn't. They got to the quarterfinals. Lost to Spurs. They were a consideration. They were a consideration. Who won the Europa League? Lyon. Beating Aston Villa, our old team, in the final. Interesting. Okay. So we've won the Italian League. We've still got the Italian Cup to win. So we might stay. We've got the Conference League to win as well. Do we go to Roma? We drop down a bit. Oh. Newcastle and Chelsea are both in the Europa League. And they've actually won it. They've both won it in the last few years. Newcastle have won it twice. I'm thinking Chelsea might be the one. Loan from AC Milan. Turned up for the books, isn't it? Wes Fofana, Badiashile, Tamori, Reece James, Ben Chilwell, Romeo Lavia, good player. Conor Gallagher's still there. Dorian Bozniak, who is a good Croatian regen. Very good indeed. And Kunku up top with Lionel Espinosa. So we've got a very bloated squad. A very bloated squad. Cole Palmer's coming to Juve. Shame he's not that good on this. He's all right. He's not as good as he deserves to be. When I get the data update, he'll probably have had a boost. Almost certainly. Or is it Newcastle? Xabi Alonso. They've got Ignacio as well at the back. Jonathan Tah. Sven Botman. Tino. Kev Greaveson. Tonali Grimares. João Felix. Uenote. Oscar Gluck. Came on a free. He loves a free, does Oscar Gluck. Not getting paid as much as... getting paid more, than with me. Fresh Prince of West Yorkshire. He's actually a bit better on mine, I think. Abel Ubis. Josh Zirkzee. £64 million from Bologna. Newcastle or Chelsea. Or stay. Or Roma. Or Aston Villa. For a Conference League. Because I almost think we win it with Aston Villa. Who is most likely to win the league? With good transfer dealings, it could be Chelsea. They could sell big. They've already got £77 million in the bank for transfers. Out of Newcastle got 61. Chelsea's squad's massive as well. They could really sell some players and they could spend £200 to £300 million. So I think we're going to go to Chelsea. Before we do that, let's go and have a look in on some international tournaments, shall we? We've got 43 in 54. And when it comes to the World Cup, we lost to England on penalties in the quarter-final. Riccardi scored his penalty once again. We beat Netherlands as well on penalty. So it was back-to-back penalties in the round of 16, then the quarter-final, and a defeat. And a defeat in the quarter-final of the Euros against France. So it's not been a brilliant time internationally. We might really struggle. Despite the fact we're doing quite well domestically, we might really struggle. Have we won a Ballon d'Or yet? No. No, we haven't. Not even got a top 3. Not even a top 3. Oh, God. That could be a problem. Go to Chelsea. So 27 in 35. He also got 13 in, we'll say 13. 12 starts, 1 off the bench. 13 in continental competition. So first of all, Chelsea finished 5th. Has anyone qualified for the Europa League here? Excuse me. What's happening? We've still got cup finals to go. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was Chelsea Newcastle in the final of the Europa League. Well, I thought one of these two could win it. And Riccardi opened the scoring and Espinosa scored a minute later. So we've got a 2-0 lead and Newcastle do come back to 2-1. But that's how it finishes. So we've ticked off the Europa League, ladies and gentlemen. Well, how about that then? Now, Chelsea have got a reasonably good squad. I'm considering staying for another season to try and win the Premier League. I know we finished 5th and we're 15 points off the pace. Actually 3 points behind Newcastle. But I feel like we're better than that. I do feel like we're better than that. Let's go. Okay, he's now wanted by Manchester City. Okay. Oh, second place. But we've done pretty well. No trophies won this season, but none needed apart from the Premier League. We know we've not won the Premier League. We can see here we finished second. Man City are top. Of course, Erling Haaland is still here at Manchester City, so we can't move there because he's better than us. Curse the rules that I've imposed on myself. That being said, if Man City come in and make an offer and he moves there organically, that is allowed. So maybe that's the hope. The hope is he either moves to Man City for a fee or we just go and win the league with Chelsea because we have finished second, only 12 points behind City. I mean, we say only 12. It's a hell of a lot. But, you know, I feel like we're clawing it back in somewhat. We do need to still think about that Conference League. I think we're going to stay at Chelsea. Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to stay at Chelsea because he might go to Man City. That's the big thing. That's the big thing here. I mean, Man City have got £700 million in their budget. Excuse me. They've already spent 200 odd million and they've brought 151 back. 750 million pounds. No wonder they're looking to buy our player. Let's go then. 2032. Actually, there's been a tournament. There's been an international tournament. Manuel Neuer's in charge of Juve. No! Italy have won the World Cup, beating England in the final. An assist for Riccardi for Zaniolo. Let's watch it. Italy have won the World Cup. Therefore, Riccardi has won the World Cup. And they've won the World Cup with this goal. There's DeAndrea, Fratesi, into Riccardi. He's going to score. No, he passes it to Zaniolo. I don't know why. It almost looks like he got tackled, really. He'll take it. He will take it. Now, who won the awards? The best player was Riccardi. The Golden Boot was Riccardi. He's actually won it for the last 2 tournaments in a row. Fair play. Fair play, Riccardi. Is that going to be enough to have won a Ballon d'Or? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The season for Chelsea, the World Cup, the Europa League. Oh, their trophies are just flying in. The Ballon d'Or is ticked off. I don't know where we're up to now. Right, we still need the Premier League. We still need the Italian League. No, we've won the Italian League, sorry, with Juve. We need the Italian Cup. We've done the FA Cup. We've completed Spain. We've completed Germany. We've not been to France at all. And we need the Conference League. Right, let's go. Another season at Chelsea. 27 in 33. We only got 15 in 21 in the last season. I never even checked that. Did he have a big injury? Oh, he did. A broken ankle. Impact from player. 3 months. Oh, dear. Okay. He's out for half a season and Chelsea finished second. He's back for the entire season. He gets top goal scorer by 9 and Chelsea finish 8th. Now, that's arguably the second best thing that could have happened to us just then. The best would have been winning the Premier League. Man City never came in for us, though, did they? They've got £800 million in the transfer budget now. Who did he buy? Not really anyone else new. They just bought Sonny Collins from Aston Villa for, well, a lot of money. £176 million. Okay. I mean, Gonzalo Ledesma, who's actually a really good player, for 6.5 million, just seems like a steal. He's actually better than Mitchell Deby. Anyway, it's the second best thing that could have happened to us, actually, because now we're in the Conference League with a Chelsea team that really is far too good for that competition. So after moving every single year for however many seasons, let's have a look at our history. There we are, key player, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years in a row, we moved every single season. And only once did we stay in the same country. We're now going to embark on our 4th season at the same club. Chelsea is the place to be. I can't think of anyone else who's got a better opportunity to win the Conference League this coming season. Bilbao, I'd rather be at Chelsea. Parma, I'd rather be at Chelsea. I mean, I'd rather be at Parma for the story. It'd be lovely to win it with Parma, but I think Chelsea are going to win it. Bundesliga, again, I don't really want to go to Bundesliga. Bayer Leverkusen, again, I think I'd rather be at Chelsea. And France, Lens, yeah, again, Chelsea. Let's have a look at Mbappe. He's there, he's still the captain. There he is. He's now down at 187. We could move there. We could go. But of course, there's no point going yet, is there? Because we've got to win the Conference League with Chelsea. So let's go to 2033. I am getting concerned, though. It is 2033. This is the end of season 10. And we still have the Conference League, the Premier League, the Italian Cup, French League, the French Cup, and the Euros to win. But there has just been a Euros. We're going to go back to 2032 and have a look at that, because the tournament was still going on when we were last here. But in terms of the shortlist then, Rafael Riccardi, once again, a good season for Chelsea. 22 in 31, could be better. Continental, 10 in 11, 4 of those off the bench. The Premier League then, United have just won it. United have bloody won the Premier League, and we've just finished 7th, getting Europa League football. Should that be Conference League football? Quite possibly, but RC Lens have lost in extra time to Chelsea. Konstantin Kuzmin, what a name that is. He would definitely get picked in terms of the Wonderkid wheel. Rafael Riccardi came off in the 55th minute. He was not doing too bad, actually. But the Conference League is ticked off, and I think our time here at Chelsea is over. So I'd like to try and win it with Manchester United. Unai Emery's now in charge. Unai Emery, who was our manager at Villa. We're playing 2 up top now, Leonardo and Højlund. Go up front with that Marcus Leonardo. I'd like to go to United. Chasing this Premier League. Should I go and tick off France? Should I go and get that out of the way? Kylian Mbappe's still here, 176. We're not going to go to France yet. We'll go when Kylian Mbappe leaves. He won't be long, surely. Where is he? 34. We'll come to France if we have to, but I think we're going to go to Manchester United for a second spell. Let's go to Manchester United for a second spell and see if we can win that league. He got 25 in 31. A phenomenal tournament. We forgot a phenomenal performance in the league. We forgot to look in on Italy, and if they won the Euros, we're down in 4th. We're down in bloody 4th. Liverpool have just won the league. Golden boot again for Riccardi. Oh, look at that. We did win the bloody Euros. 4-0 against Portugal. 2 for Riccardi. I'm too far on to even look at it, but the Euros internationally were ticked off. Have we won more Ballon d'Ors? That'd be good, wouldn't it? Let's just have a look. Yeah, he's won 2 back-to-back at Chelsea. Second to Bukayo Saka there. And yeah, not in the top 3 most recently. Right, okay, so he's at Manchester United. We're going. I think we're going to go. Should we go to... Maybe we'll go to France. I know I said I wouldn't go until Kylian Mbappe... Oh, he's retiring. Kylian Mbappe's retiring. So my conscience is clear. We're going to go and cheese it. Let's go to France and tick off 2 more trophies. 23 and 28 for PSG. Julian Nagelsmann is in charge. And of course, PSG have won the French league. Brilliant stuff. Have we won the cup? Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Steve Hubbard with the goal. Oh, the most French name. He's actually English with a French second nationality. Steve Hubbard. Is that Steve Hubbard? I don't know. Right, France is done. France is done. So what is left? We've won all 3 European trophies. We just need the Coppa Italia and the Premier League. We've not got long left. Oh, Newcastle, 8 points behind Man City. And Pep's in charge. We flirted with the idea of going to Newcastle a couple of times so far. Of course, we can't go to City because Erling bloody Haaland's still here. He's at 191, still better than us. So it can't happen. Robert Jan Reguin is a decent player. We can go to Newcastle and Pep's in charge. I think it'd be a nice story to go and win Newcastle's first Premier League as our Premier League that we need. So let's go to Newcastle. This is season 13. We have not got long left. If we don't do it this season, we've got some big decisions because we've got to go to Italy for a season and hope we win the bloody cup. Riccardi, 19 in 36. Oh, it doesn't look good, does it? 19 in 36. 8 assists. He's played well, but that's not enough goals, is it? Well, it was. It bloody was. 3rd in the top goal scorers chart. Sorry, joint 2nd with Rasmus Højlund. Reguin was the best player in the league. 5 points we beat Manchester City by. Good night, Manchester City. Goodbye, Premier League. The Premier League trophy after 13 years is here. And now we're going to Italy, where I really, it was always going to be either AC or Inter because I wanted to go to one of those 2. And AC have just dominated the league. So I'm feeling that they've probably got the best squad. Oh, we can go there ahead. Oh, we're not dropped off, have we? No, we can still go there. Miguel Angel is not as good as us. So we can go to AC Milan. Season 14, 28 in 36. And he got 3 and 5 in cup competitions. That doesn't bode well. We've won the league by a bloody landslide. We don't need the league at this point. We genuinely don't need the league. An all Milan final. We won the Italian Cup in season 14. The Glory Hunter Challenge has been completed. Rafael Riccardi has got 1 season left to see if he can do anything else, but he's won absolutely everything there is to win. The Golden Ball, he's not won another one. He's only won 2. How are Italy doing in international tournaments? So yeah, we saw they won the Euros. Then the following World Cup, they've won the World Cup again. That's 2 World Cups. Look at that. Went to penalties after Mexico scored 2 in stoppage time. But of course, Riccardi stepping up first. Cool head. An extra time winner against England in the semis. An only goal of the game against Colombia. He's just been unbelievable. The only goal of the game against Argentina. He's carried them to this World Cup. And they lost in the quarterfinals there to England. Steve Hubbard, our old friend from PSG. Let's go one more season. Let's just go and have a look. There you go. AC Milan, 125 goals, 157 caps, 50 and 67 for AC Milan. His milestones are as follows. He's just won the Champions League in his final season. He's not won the league, though. Zinedine Zidane has failed to win the league. Oh, my God. Napoli, 99 points. Unbelievable stuff. The Italian Cup was won by Bologna, beating AC Milan 4-1 in the final. Bloody hell. And then we've gone and won the Champions League. 2-1 against PSG. Our old club came off in the 74th minute. It's 2038. He's 32 years old. We've had the 15 years. We have won every trophy there is to win. The Golden Ball. Oh, we've won the most recent Golden Ball as well. That's the 3rd Golden Ball to our name. Have a bit of that. So he's done absolutely brilliantly. He's absolutely smashed it. Up next, we do this, but with a manager. Let me know in the comments down below if you want me to try and do this with a different player, maybe a central midfielder or something else. I had a lot of fun making this. Really enjoyed it. Any thoughts on it and how we can make it a bit more difficult, or other kind of restrictions or things to put in place? Maybe we utilise transfer fees, but it's very difficult to utilise transfer fees because some clubs just won't be able to afford him and we might need to go to that league. So, yeah. Anyway, take good care of yourselves, gang. Hope you enjoyed. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon.